have arrived at the popular Circuit of the Americas track in Austin, Texas for the running of the United States Grand Prix. Coming into this week, 2 driver transfers have made the headlines this week. The first team news is that Irishman Evan Byrne will be leaving Sauber at the end of the season and will be joining the American-based Haas team in 2016. Evan has had a decent season since returning to the top class this year. Despite not having the best equipment on the grid and suffering from some bad luck, he has shown brilliant pace, including Spain where he finished 5th after overtaking Oliver Glazebrook on the last lap, Hungary where he was running 9th until he had a mechanical failure, and in Russia where he was able to keep hold of George Roque and Roman Quark before he made his scheduled stop. It had been rumoured for a while that Evan had grown frustrated with Sauber due to the vast amount of problems with the car, and now the move to Haas has all but confirmed that. This in turn will become the 8th team Evan will drive for in the top class, having started his career back in 2006. This news also means that along with there being an available seat at Sauber, one current Haas driver will be leaving the team at the end of the season, with a chance of both drivers leaving due to the number of contenders, but only time will tell. The final team news that we have today is that Franco Lopez has announced that he will be leaving McLaren at the end of the season and will be joining their 2014 rivals Force India in 2016. Franco has had a very impressive 2015 season after being overshadowed by Roberto Gamba at Marussia in 2014. He currently lies 12th in the Drivers' Championship and has been a consistent point scorer in a car that has less pace than last year's McLaren and has a tendency to have mechanical failures from time to time. His move to Force India will be a solid boost for him as he looks to get right into the sharp end of the midfield and maybe challenge for a podium next year. His move not only reduces the contenders to be Yuri Martin's teammate at McLaren next year, but it also means that at least one current Force India driver will be leaving the team at the end of the season, with Rick Yan providing he doesn't move to Red Bull and Vedran Vedrina having to duke it out to be Franco's teammate next year. It will be very interesting to see how this one develops in the closing stages of the season. And that is it for this week's edition of the GP4OC News. The next team news will break at the first ever Mexican Grand Prix next week, who will be announced due into practice at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez.